I'm back with more unplanned projects and things that I start and have no idea where I'm going with them. I actually wasn't even really going to make a video on this because I kind of just sat down, started tinkering, and I'm here. So I thought, hey, what the hell. When I say tinkering too, I was just removing the bearings off of the crankshaft that I've already done. Because I gotta get some bearings for this thing at some point, and it's still got the race stuck here, and one at the front in the front cover, which I'll take off in a minute. And this is cast aluminum, so I'm thinking the easiest way to do this is just going to be heat around here, and then that way the aluminum will expand at a greater rate than the bearing race, so hopefully it'll just come out really easily, and I won't have to worry about having to punch anything too hard or worry about breaking anything in there, because so far everything on this is in really good condition. So yeah, I'm going to grab a couple things here and I'll be right back. And I'm going to try and heat this beast with the only thing I've got, which is this crappy little torch right here. There's nothing I can do about it. See if I can punch it out of there a little easier now. And fortunately also don't have a bearing driver either. But it's moving. One down. One to go. Let's clean this off in here. I may have put a little bit of a mark in there. I'm not really too concerned about it. I'll just smooth this off with some Scotch-Brite or something. Like this thing, I don't think we're going to have a problem with it, really, considering that it's 45 years old and it's been through hell before it got to this point, so I'm not thinking it's going to be too bad. I'm going to turn this around and get the front cover off of it here. Yeah, this looks like it'll be much more fun. Well, I mean, not really. I got a seal here that I got to take off, and this is on a separate cover from the actual housing itself, so I have to punch the seal out and then hammer it out from this side. Hammer the bearing race out from this side. Which I guess I'll hammer the seal out first, and then my vise over here, and yeah, I might still do this in the actual, bolt that back in and just do that in the casting, the housing itself. So I'm gonna get that done. I'm gonna get the seal out of here first. Seal's out. I mean, that was obviously pretty easy to seal. Let's see what we can do about this. Since this part's cast iron, and I don't have enough heat to heat it up faster than the bearing, so I'm just going to try and hammer this out. Oh, that's going to be easier than it looks like, I thought. That was considerably easier than I thought it was going to be, given the trouble I had to go through to get the bearing off of the shaft. Although that was mainly because I didn't have the right tools or a bearing puller that would fit on the crankshaft. So there's you can see the size of this thing. It's an absolute gigantic compressor. I believe it's, I think I already mentioned it somewhere, but I think it's 30 CFM at like 90 PSI. So yeah, I guess I got a long way to go on this. I got to get some bearings, and one of the bigger problems that I have is that, let me just get it here. I may or may not have a video showing. I have to look it up. If I do, I'll put it in here. But there's a little bit of run out on this shaft. It's bent slightly because when this was all assembled with the flywheel on it, all 380 pounds of it was dropped on the shaft, and it bent just a little. It wasn't the first time it was dropped either. That was just the last time that it was dropped, and the only time that it was dropped and had any damage caused to it, which is honestly mind-boggling, because I mean, the size of this thing, the weight of this thing, it was crushed into a dumpster with a tractor, or attempted to be crushed into a dumpster with a tractor. It was upside down. It went through all kinds of stupid crap after it was decommissioned and wouldn't sell, and then they wanted to get rid of it, and it was going in the scrap. And at one point there, I just asked if they wouldn't mind if I'd buy this off of them, and they were generous enough to say, yeah, go ahead and just take it. So I'm trying to bring this bad boy back to life. I hope to be able to use it someday. I obviously can't in my bedroom, but someday I do hope to be able to use it in a shop, perhaps. But yeah, so I'm not really sure what I should do next. Maybe start stripping paint or cleaning stuff up. One of the other issues is going to be the cylinders, I guess. I don't really want to, I haven't measured anything, I haven't even looked at them. I don't know, well, I've looked at them, but they're in good shape, at least visually for the most part. But I'm not sure how much things have worn over 45 years. So, you know, I don't want to start rushing to like honing the cylinder or something if it's already worn out or whatever. So that's something that I'm going to have to look at a little bit later. In the meantime, I guess that's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you want to follow along as this happens, when it happens, which isn't going to be with any regularity right now, or if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe to the channel and share it, comment. It really will help me out as a small creator and a small channel. That kind of growth would really help and maybe get me out of this bedroom a little bit, but and able to do some bigger, better projects and other such things. So you know, if you've enjoyed it, help a fella out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.